Welcome back to my channel. Oh my god, it has been so long and I'm so sorry. I really just missed being on camera and I don't know what happened, but I think I fell into a funk. It wasn't that I didn't have like the creative juices flowing, it's honestly the technical stuff behind filming, because setting up the gear and making sure I have the shot, which is sometimes not even like done correctly, which I don't notice until I go edit, or you know, just whatever the problem may be. I am just still getting the hang of it, and at one point I got really frustrated and I needed like a mental break, but now I'm back. I am determined to figure this out and produce amazing content for you guys. So I figured the only way I can do that is just to get back on the saddle and, you know what, do it and learn from my mistakes. I just wanted to get on camera. I wanted to film this look for you guys. It's very girly, it's very fun, but the best part is it's super easy. So I know smoky eyes can be a little daunting because everybody thinks it's a million steps and a lot of colors, and I mean, don't get me wrong, it takes like practice, but this is probably the easiest smoky eye that you'll ever do. I learned from this video that I really need some color on my skin because at one point I looked like a ghost and it was not cute. Not cute at all. I'm gonna stop blabbing and I'm gonna get on into this video. Please make sure you like this video if you love girly looks, makeup, whatever it might be. Yeah, let's get into this. Oh my goodness, we are up close and personal today. I'm gonna start by moisturizing. Today we're gonna start with the Elemis Pro Collagen Moisturizer. Just a little dab will do ya. Grab a little bit of my hands, rub my hands together, and just, I mean, nothing fancy about this, just get that all over. The weather's been so weird in LA. It's been like hot and then cold and then raining and hot and cold. So my skin is just like freaking out. Anyways, let's get into this. So it has been a minute. I guess it's gonna be a chit chatty, get ready with me, even though I'm not going anywhere. I'm gonna go and start with Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in Fair Neutral. And I'm just gonna go ahead and put some on my eyelids. We're gonna use this as a primer today. And then my damp Feel Techniques brush. It's not a brush, it's a sponge. It's a sponge. I obviously don't know how to talk today. It's, like I said, it's been a minute since I've been in front of the camera. Oh lordy lord, please help me, because I do not know what I'm doing today. And either does my hair. Let me clip this back. So I wanted to do a smoky look and stay for you guys, but I wanted to keep it very pretty colors. So I'm gonna go in, do not be bothered by those like white specks of powder. That's from my RCMA powder just flying everywhere. But we're gonna use the Too Faced Just Peachy palette. Let's grab a Sigma E40 and we are gonna go in with what I wanna do. I probably should have thought about this look before I like got in camera, but I guess I'm out of practice. Let's go in with Peach Punch, which is that color right there on the Sigma E40. This is a little different for me because I always start with a brown transitional shade in my crease, but today we're gonna start with the peachy pink. So even though we're doing a different color, the technique does not change. Always start in the outer V, or where you want the color to be the darkest, which is normally in the outside of the eye, or the outer like portion of the eye. As you get less product, you start blending back and forth. Next I'm gonna go into Peach Meringue, which is that lightest color in the palette, and I'm just gonna go in with the MAC 242 brush, which is basically a flat shader brush. I'm gonna pick some on the brush and I just wanna basically get this on the first third to half the eye at most. You know what I just realized I didn't do? I didn't set my concealer with RCMA powder or even the Peach Meringue color, which is really crazy because you always should do that because the powder blends easier on powder. But the fact that I didn't do that and these eyeshadows are blending out so seamlessly and so great just shows what an amazing palette this is. I grabbed just a little more of that Peach Meringue color and I'm just gonna highlight the brow bone. Next we're gonna go into Peach Sangria, which is that like wine color right there. And I'm gonna go ahead and take my Morphe M433 brush, just dip that in there, dust the excess off, and only go into that outer V area right there. in with Just Right, which is that brownish vino color right there. Same brush, keep it super easy. Dab it in, tap the excess off. I think you guys get the drill. Now we're placing the same exact spot that we put peach sangria, and this is just to deepen it a little more. I know we're looking really crazy right now, but I'm gonna clean it up and we're gonna get to the face. Before I do, I'm gonna take a little bit more of that peach meringue color, that same shader brush, and basically clean up the part of the lid that got covered. And with that same shader brush that we just used to touch up the inner corner area, or the inner like half of the eye, we're gonna go in with Peach Punch, which I'm having trouble with, which is that color, the same color that we started with. I'm gonna take a little bit on that shader brush, and what I'm gonna do is basically dab this in the middle of my eye. Right there in the center. The reason we did that, I don't know if you can tell on camera, but it helps you transition from the white to the smoky outer corners, and it's a great way to cheat instead of having to go in and smoke it out and then go in with the peach meringue and then go in and smoke it out. You just take that same transition color that you used in your crease, you put a little bit in the center of your eyes when you're going from light to dark, and it helps it transition so much easier, and it's like foolproof. So don't say I didn't teach you anything. So now we're gonna clean up that craziness and make it I don't wanna make this a super harsh smoky eye, but I do wanna clean this up a little bit. So this is the best and easiest way to do it if you did your eyes first before your face. I'm gonna go in with the Elemis White Flowers Eye and Lip Makeup Remover. Wow, was that a mouthful. You can't dip this in because it has like a lid thing. So I'm just gonna literally go like this. I'm taking the Q-tip. This is where you have to be careful because you don't wanna like take off work that you did that you wanna keep. So I know I'm gonna smoke out the bottom lash line. So I don't wanna go straight from the lash line up. That's gonna make it look really harsh. So I'm gonna leave part of that below because I know I'm gonna connect my bottom lash line to the smokiness. And then just like that. Okay, I know you're not supposed to tug on your eyes, but this makes it a little easier and faster. Literally like that. And it's as if you're a professional. Look how much better that side looks compared to this mess. I zoomed you guys out a little bit because I figured you wouldn't want to be like all up in my grill now that you don't need to be. Having trouble opening this. For primer, I'm gonna go in with the Honey Do Me Up. But I love this because it's thick, it's luminous, and it's a little extra like me because it has the not rose gold, it's just gold. It has the gold flakes in it. I mean, as you can tell, I'm almost done, so I love this shit. Am I allowed to say shit on YouTube? I guess we'll find out. So I'm just rubbing this in. No, I was gonna go in with wing liner, and now that I'm looking at this, I don't know if I need to or want to. Decisions. So while I let that primer soak in, I decided to go in with lashes. As you can tell, these are super long and I really love them. And they're really thin and whimsical, but very long. And I think it's perfect for a look where you're not wearing liner because it kind of just adds extra with the flare to the end. I actually picked these up from the Morphe store and I never even knew they made eyelashes. So I'm excited to try these out. These are number 43. So these are definitely different than anything I've ever worn because I normally love really full lashes and not necessarily actually long ones. So these are the exact opposite. They're not that full, but they're super long. But I think it's actually perfect with a look that doesn't have liner because the band is so thin that it kind of just blends in. Now going in with my Derma Blend concealer that you can see is well loved. I'm just gonna grab some on my F82 Round Kabuki from Sigma, dab it on all my redness. If you have perfect skin, you can obviously skip this step, but I have a lot of hyperpigmentation. Now you see it? Now you don't. I honestly don't know what I did without this. Like, what was life before this concealer? Okay, so this is actually a pretty new discovery for me. Again, I know I'm so late to the game, but this is the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. This is in the shade Nude, but like not even a pump. Less than one pump will cover my entire face. I need to get a tan going on because I look so white. It's insane. And I guess I should wipe that off my lips so I don't look so sick in the camera. Now I'm gonna go in with 2 colors of the Shape Tape concealer. I'm gonna go in with Fair Neutral and Light Medium. And then with the lighter shade, I'm gonna go in just in that inner corner, just to make sure it's a little brighter, a little more on my chin, and just a little bit right there, just because I get a little red. Wow, do I look scary? I promise this will all come together. And when it comes to that line, you want to be super careful. I mean, get close, but don't erase all that work that you did. And sometimes I'll use this side because I can get even closer. And I feel like I need a little Fair Neutral on my forehead just to balance out the fact that everything else is a little lighter. Just a little bit. I love how I keep saying that, but I probably put on so much makeup. Now I'm gonna go in with my RCMA powder. This is the best trick. If you have RCMA powder, put it in one of these. I got this off Amazon. I'll make sure to link it down below for you guys. But this makes it so easy to get into that powder because otherwise it's just so annoying with the packaging of the RCMA powder. Same damp beauty sponge. Put a little bit everywhere else that we highlighted too. I just don't necessarily bake with it everywhere else, but I definitely bake with it under my eyes. Wow, I look like a ghost. I just got a view of myself and I literally look like a ghost. But we're gonna put some life back into this face in just a second. Oh my lord. Oh lordy lord. Now I'm gonna go in with my Benefit Hoola Bronzer. I'm gonna go in with my Morphe R10. Look, I got it a little dirty, but look how clean it is. I like deep cleaned all my brushes the other day. It took me 2 hours. Boy, was that necessary. And then just in the hollows of the cheek, we're gonna contour just a little bit. Also bring some color back into this face. Already starting to look a little more normal. I'm also gonna take a clean MAC. I think this is a 217 brush. I've used and abused this so much, the writing's not even on it. But dip that a little bit into the bronzer and just right there. This makes all the difference. Okay, I'm gonna do one more step before we wipe off the bakage, and it's the brows. Z-brows. Told you, it's gonna slowly come together. I mean, now that we have some color back in my face, I was looking really scary. I'm not gonna lie, I looked at the mirror and I was like, what the fuck? I definitely don't think you can say fuck on YouTube. I basically do a harsher line on the bottom of the brows, and then I feather them with my Sigma tapered highlighter brush, which is the F35. We're just gonna go ahead and dust off the bakage. I am gonna finish the eyes before moving on to the face. I'm gonna go in with the ColourPop. I'm like trying to read this upside down and I'm like, what does that say? The ColourPop Cream Gel Liner and Honey Dude. Oh shit, it broke. That was annoying, but there's more. Let's finish up the eyes. I'm gonna go in with a Sigma E30, which is just a great pencil brush, and then I'm gonna go ahead and take Peach Punch, which is that same color that we started out with. Get that on the brush and just take that from the outer corner to the inner corner. Remember how I said that we weren't gonna wipe off completely like where your lash line starts and go to the end of your eyebrow? That's because right now we're connecting the bottom lash line with that smoke. Once we have Peach Punch where we want it, I'm gonna go in with those 2 dark colors that we used. Just Ripe, and what was the other one? Peach Sangria. So I'm just gonna mix them both with that same brush. That's why you wanna go in with that lighter color first. dust off the excess. And then this time you're only gonna do the outer half of your eyes. Do not bring this all the way in because then it'll make your eyes look smaller. Now we're gonna finish off the face. I almost wanna use Peaches, but I feel like that's so basic. I think I'm gonna use Make You Mine. So let me show you what that looks like. It has that very similar peachy, pinky undertone. So I'm gonna go in with the Morphe G4 brush, dab that in. I don't feel like this blush looks as good on camera as it does in person. For some reason, it's just coming out real patchy on me. It doesn't look as bad in person, it just looks a little worse on camera. This is my favorite trick when it comes to blush. Take a setting powder, so I'm using the Becca one. I use this one because it's a little more like skin tone color rather than white. Dab that on my face and it just helps it look like the blush is coming from within rather than sitting on your skin. I almost forgot mascara on my bottom lash line. All right, I'm gonna go in with my favorite, the Marc Jacobs mascara. Now to finish off this look, you guys, we're gonna do the lips. I'm gonna go in with Pillow Talk from Charlotte Tilbury. To top off the look, I am going in with the Dose of Colors Rosé Lip Gloss. And last but not least, even though I almost forgot it, we're gonna go in with the Urban Decay All Nighter Makeup Setting Spray. We're just gonna, that baby hair. Alright you guys, and that wraps up this video, that wraps up this look. I hope you guys love this as much as I do. I wanted to keep it super girly and fun, and I think that we definitely got that with this look because we have all the peachy plums and pinks in the eye, a soft like pinkish nude lip, soft cheeks. Please don't forget to like this video. Please don't forget to subscribe. I will definitely be coming with a lot more content. Love you guys so much, and until the next video, bye. And I almost forgot. I probably had lipstick on my teeth. Please make sure you like. As you can tell, I got very excited because I stopped learning how to talk. Let's go in with You Can Never. I don't know what to do today.